Yeah. Now that's how you start a podcast. Welcome to a hard rockin' bonus episode of Podcastration Classic. This beast today features a guest appearance of none other than Stoner Rock Reg. Who is Stoner Rock Reg? Well, he is the creator of Heavy Planet website that was really instrumental in spreading indie stoner rock bands, or just indie rock in general, rock, metal, good music. It was an online website that bands used all the time, and a lot of good bands came out of it, and it was awesome. Reg is a bit of a friend of a friend. He's a little bit older than us, so he was from the start, back when grunge started coming out, back in that era, back in the 80s, when I was still wearing diapers. He was out at gigs, just living the dream and promoting rock and roll. And you're going to get a good bit of that today, but also it's mostly just BSing about whatever. He's actually on his phone, and we did it the crude way of putting the phone up to a mic and hitting record. And this is what you're going to get. The video isn't a typical video that I've been doing. I try to keep it more DIY, but you know what? I just needed something cool visually and heavy metal looking for him, and I just whipped this up. It's not compelling TV. I'm sorry. It's what you're getting. It's a bonus episode. But it's cool regardless. I don't know. Here it is. Bonus episode featuring Stoner Rock Reg. Kick it.
This is the final episode of season 1 of Podcastration.
Yep.
We had to transition. We started out the show as, how many things have we done here? The first one was just kind of like getting like the feet underneath us, and then we turned into doing mostly like post-hockey game analysis. Yeah. And then there was no hockey.
No.
And then we turned into just more
There's nothing to fucking talk about.
Yeah.
When we're stuck in this house. Or, well, in our houses. Yeah. We're really winging it. We started with getting our feet from under us. And now we're footless.
Yeah. But that's okay, because we are done recording for the season.
Yeah. We're so good that it won't matter.
Yeah.
You guys will have to wait a few months. Let us get shit built up here, so don't commit suicide. I know how important our show is to your daily lives.
Podcast log, letting all the shit build up.
We got 300 views now, or downloads.
I haven't looked.
That ain't too bad considering we haven't even been able to promote this thing at all. So I'm gonna assume they're all from our local county.
Absolutely.
All the people we know, but it's still a lot.
For a little bit, I wrote a blog, and at the most, maybe 500 people looked at it last time, and I only did it for way less than a year. But the readers weren't all from the United States.
For China, that equals 5 people.
Did you ever see Chinese apartments?
Well, I don't know.
They are a Chinese apartment is about the size of my bathroom.
I was gonna judge because I seen a funny scene in a Jackie Chan movie from the 80s where there was a high speed.
What movie was it?
I can't remember. It was a Police Story, I think, was one of them. It was a car chase. But these little rinky-dinky Japanese cars that weighed less than a cow. And the car being chased just veered off the road down this hill. It was like a house. The car's chase was going through houses. It was 5 minutes of them just barreling down this hill. And there are these tiny little houses, just hundreds of them in a row. And they're just literally going through the alley and running these paper mache houses apart, disintegrating them. And it was really funny. And then Jackie Chan did a bunch of funny shit on he should have got hit by 5 cars dangling off the side of this bus. Jackie Chan shit. It was awesome. But
the first Jackie Chan movie I ever saw was Shanghai Noon. The second one
Is that the one with Owen Wilson?
Yeah.
That doesn't even count.
Yeah, what do you mean? Shanghai Noon was a good movie.
Probably.
It was. Shanghai Nights wasn't great. That was the follow-up where they were in London.
That might be the one I'm thinking of.
Shanghai Noon.
I just assume it has Owen Wilson. It sucks.
What's there to hate about Owen? Honestly, Owen Wilson's pretty likable.
He shouldn't be in a movie with Jackie Chan. That's what I'm getting.
Well, they were. And it was not a bad movie. I'll stand by. You know what?
Was it before Rush Hour?
No, it wasn't before
See, that's
Rush
what I
Hour.
think,
It was before
too.
Rush Hour 3.
He shouldn't have been in a movie with Chris Tucker, but he was. They did it, and that was funny. But it seemed like Owen Wilson was just picking up, like, oh, if Chris Tucker can do it, then I can do it too. That
They
seemed
weren't
like a
even
force.
anywhere near. They were like period movies. Enough about your mom.
I'm sure. Damn, that ain't fair. I was drinking my beer, so I couldn't.
Hey, one of the funniest things from this season has been the I made a your mom joke and I said her name and there was a long you like beeped out the name.
Yeah.
I wish you would beep out more things because the long beeps are pretty funny.
We need to have more gross things. Like, we're not being inappropriate enough. We're being too appropriate.
The long 4-second beeps.
You fucking faggot. See, I can beep that out.
Yeah, beep that out. So
Yeah.
today's guest. Are you gonna introduce our guest?
Yeah, sure.
Brooke's waiting to call him up.
Reg. It's like Reg Drakowski.
Rajkowski. I always butcher it. If you guys could see how
Yeah, we're rigging this
how
up.
bad our setup is. We have 3 cassettes. Well, it's just something you're never gonna.
That's all right.
It's gonna be so hard to explain.
Hello?
Hello.
Reg, Brooke's phone is sitting on the way it's held up on 3 cassette tapes.
Nice.
The 3 cassette tapes are Depeche Mode 101. The second cassette is Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill. And the bass cassette is Jethro Tull's Rock Island, which I got from you.
Nice.
First off, how you been doing?
Been great. Been working, nervous every day going in because, people basically are idiots, and
Yeah.
that's about it. I work around a lot of, guys who aren't very clean to begin with, and asking them to wear face masks and wash their hands is almost out of the question. So,
Yeah. People get they get so mad
it's a
about
little
that. It's not that big of a deal, guys.
No.
Why don't you just do it?
Speaking of something positive, let's screw this mask and
Good
exactly.
nonsense.
Good segue.
Yeah.
Good segue. Way
This
to
stuff's- let's get on to what really.
way to reel it in, leave on. Great work.
Let's get on why we really called you, since you're pretty much our music maestro. So you might as well tell, even though we've just talked 100 times about it, but tell our listeners about your. I mean, what should we start with? The Heavy Planet website, or
Let's start it. Let's start it at NRM. Let's start it at NRM.
that works.
Oh, you want to start NRM first?
Yeah,
Yes.
All right, that's where I met my lovely wife, too.
she is an angel. Melissa is an angel.
24 years. It'll be our anniversary this year. Will be 24 years, but we've been together in 29 years. But anyhow, it was pretty much whenever I was 11 years old, and I first heard Kiss alive too, which I got from my grandma and grandpa for my 11th birthday. And I was going to be into rock music, and
Yeah.
just through high school, I always wanted to hear something new, and that's kind of how it always evolved with me, because I always wanted to hear that next new band,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so anyhow, whenever I heard the National Record Mark was opening up in Natrona Heights, I'm that was the first thing I ran up there, and I was I'm applying, and so I ended up getting the job, and it was just one of those things. It's a lot of my musical taste after I got out of the 80s evolved through National Record Mart, Soundgarden, Caius, Clutch, Fu Manchu. I always, I said, I always wanted to hear that next band, and it didn't matter what it was. I just wanted to hear something.
Oh,
So,
right.
but
Well,
here,
I don't know.
getting back to the
Yeah.
where Heavy Planet originated.
Yes, yes,
It
yes.
actually originated, believe it or not, in whenever I was still at National Record Mart. It originated in 1999. Okay, and there was a website website called Angel Fire. I don't know if you ever heard of Angel Fire, but it was
I can't say
pretty.
that I have.
No.
So anyhow, I had this idea in my head that I would write down, and it was still called Heavy Planet, but I would put a link, and then I would put where the band was from, and I made it was like an all heavy metal like website, and it was like you had death metal on there, you had grindcore. I mean, it was just like stuff that was out of my realm. I really didn't know that much about it, you know.
Yeah.
But I still wanted to get these bands out there, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was funny because I turned to stoner rock because I was like, I remember hearing Caius for the first time. And I was like, oh my God, I just love that band so much. There's got to be other bands out there that, you know, or that sound like. And you figure this was like in '92 whenever I first heard Caius, and we're already talking like 2007 whenever I decided to do the, you know,
The website.
most recent version of Heavy Planet.
Yeah.
And so anyhow, I said to myself, I was like, why don't you do something where you promote bands from around the world that sound like Caius? You know, they're like stoner rock, stoner metal, you know? So that's how I started that. And I had a guy who worked with me, and he was my assistant manager. His name was Barry. Barry's like a 400-pound guy at one time. And all he did was just got high all the time, you know? And this was whenever I trained here, and I was like, he called me up one time, and I was like, Barry, you know, I'm like starting this new website out, and I need a good name for, I want to like introduce new bands to the world. He goes, dude, how about New Band to Burn One To? And that's where New Band to Burn One came about.
Was that the first idea?
It was like, that was Barry's idea.
Was that like the first? You said I need a new way to like introduce bands, and he said New Band to Burn One To. Was that like a 3-second conversation?
Yeah.
And that was it.
What was that festival we went to in Pittsburgh?
The Descendants of Prom.
Yeah.
They ended up like pulling out or something like that at the last, like a couple weeks before or something like that. I remember you being all bummed out because you wanted to see them.
I really that was such a good little like that was such a fun little tiny festival. We saw we saw who were the other good bands at that show.
Oh my God, that was a fantastic show.
It was an excellent show,
like,
and I wish I could remember more of the bands.
Do you remember that refrigerator with all that cheese we wanted to take?
Stinking Elizabeth, you like that band with the remember they had the violin and it was like upright bass.
Yep.
Remember we were downstairs in the basement?
Yeah, there was two levels to this bar.
That was such a that what was Eye of what? What did you call them again?
Horse Burner was the
Horse
band
Burner, that's what it was. Horse Burner.
I love it.
They were great. There wasn't a dull moment in that show. And that was like,
yeah,
you could either be downstairs in the basement watching a great band or upstairs watching a great band. And Valkyrie was supposed to be there, and they backed out. That was
Valkyrie,
Pete from Baroness.
Oh, I know. That they're actually having another one this year, but I've been holding off on telling you when it is because you might get disappointed.
Yeah.
Is it on our anniversary?
Weekend. It's the weekend of holiday.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's not the worst thing. We just celebrate holiday at a festival.
True.
We just bring wear robes and bring the golf clubs and play golf at the show.
Here's my stipulation on that, though. I will do that, but we're taking a flute in with us. After one of their songs, I'm going to say, today's Jethro Holiday, somebody play this fucking flute. Paul's going to he's taking a pee-pee. And, so, why do you think music generally sucks today, Reg, or is it just Pittsburgh radio sucks? What's your opinion on that?
I don't think that music sucks today at all. I mean, I think people are lazy and don't want to look for music.
Yeah.
They'd rather just listen to music that they're familiar with.
Yeah, I bitch so much on this podcast. I have to hear the radio every day, all day at work. And all I hear, it just seems like trying to write a good hook. And I'm talking from like rock and roll and metal. Trying to write a good, catchy hook, they kind of quit in the 90s. It just they didn't care.
Wow.
Like now because what it seems like I don't know if it's the radio stations or the band or the record promoters. They just want the bands to write a cover song and put that out because it's easy. They know it's going to work instead of telling like, hey, write a good song.
Right. I mean, think about like how many bands out there right now have a cover song that is popular. I mean, Five Finger Death Punch, they're famous for it. I mean, they
Kid
did
Rock.
Like House of the Rising Sun. They did Bad Company.
That's all
Then
that's
you
on the
got,
radio.
Like, Bad Wolves, who does the Cranberries song. I mean, it's just like, come on, people.
That's what I think.
You have to come up with your own song.
Look what Disturbed's doing. I noticed Disturbed because I realized they had to because all their songs that aren't covers they sound the same. It's just guitar riff, guitar riff,
You're right. It just sounds the same. And I think people like I said, they just need to know where to look for good music. There's great bands out there. I mean, think about like the bands that we've listened to over the last few years. I mean, like seriously, if you don't like a band like the Heady Eyes or like King Buffalo or all them witches, it's like you have those are the new bands that are coming out. They're not going to get radio airplay because they're too good. Yeah.
So I was gonna fire off some questions here for you.
Oh,
right.
I keep forgetting I'm not just here like to BS with
Yeah.
Reg. We're like, we're hosting a podcast.
Yeah.
So, like I get to BS some, but also we have to like.
Yeah, so
The schmucks don't.
This is interesting to me, but I might have to trim some of this out. I have to think like, well, what is interesting to the viewers? But
we have to keep like we can't talk about the same thing for 45 minutes. We have to move on and like.
It just still hit. I have such a hard time. Like my brain can't accept that Pearl Jam is a fucking class. Like they're the last rock star band. That, like they're the classic rock band now. Like holy hell. I mean, I'm not even that old yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny.
I would have to agree with you. I mean, there's a lot of bands out there just don't have like the longevity.
And they're one of the few like their lead singer's still alive.
With a couple records, and then you don't hear from them ever again. They just don't put out like memorable music. You know, it's just.
I think it's ironic too.
Who else do you think there is, Reg? Who else do you think there is? Before we go, like, should we introduce the new topic, or can we like? Because this is kind of fun to talk about too.
What do you? Well, it's not even so much because some of the older like Judas Priest is still around and they're like popular now again.
Yeah.
But they're older, so I think like what's the youngest? What's the youngest rock star?
I appreciate their new stuff, but it's just like I was a huge fan then, and I'm still a fan. Are they going to get new fans because of their new music? It usually doesn't work that way because it's like same with the Rolling Stones. If they put out a new song, it's like it's a 20-year-old kid gonna be like, oh yeah, I love that new Rolling Stones song. It's like, no, they're probably gonna like the Rolling Stones because their parents like the Rolling Stones and introduced them to that. You know, I don't think like the older bands necessarily are making new music to like.
I will say,
new fans. You know what I mean?
We've seen it at the concert. I think Iron Maiden, like legit, I think they're actually bigger now than ever. And it seems like, because I just go in on that blabbermouth.com. That site's kind of a joke, but you can see they're huge. And I think that Judas Priest, I listen to some, I mean, I can't get into the newer music of these bands. I hate to be that guy, but I'm sorry. Like even when
they're just not as good as the classics.
It's not even they're not as good. It's just I'm sorry. Like nothing they make now can sound as good as Somewhere in Time. You know, like and I listened to that Judas Priest. The Firepower album. It's hard to believe a guy can sing that good at his age, but it really did sound good.
I know it's insane. You know,
and I hate to admit
it really is.
I thought that last Rolling Stones album was awesome. That was something of the blues. I don't remember the name.
It wasn't Grrr, was it? That was the name of an album. It was GRRRRRR.
Was it a Rolling Stones album?
Yeah, this is a few years ago.
I don't have any idea of it.
It was
Grrr. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was like
I didn't get a chance to hear it.
It was like all blues songs, and it was really cool. But like,
Oh wow, that
honestly, like, it doesn't make me more or less of a Rolling Stones fan. It's just like, of course they put out a good album. They're good musicians. They still
That's the
got
band
it.
where I say like, oh, I like some, like I really just like the Beggars
I mean,
Banquet.
they're
Let It
living
Bleed.
legends. You know what I mean? That's amazing that band is still together to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're all still alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's amazing. You know?
One quick mention too of I think it's the Let It Bleed album, probably like one of their best albums. But what a horrible album cover! Is that the cheese, like the burger? It's like the record. One of their album covers is like a record player.
Yeah.
There's like a bun
You're thinking of Let It Bleed.
with like a record as
I
the
don't
burger.
think that's what it is.
I don't know. That's how my memory. I'll have to look at it again. But
Hey, here's what I don't know where my tablet is. I was gonna look up a picture of the album, but I thought it was a record player with a cake on it.
maybe it is a cake or something. I thought it was like making it look.
Reg, what's the cover of Let It Bleed look like? I don't have my tablet near me, so I can't look it
The
up.
color of
We'll look it up
Bleed,
later.
What is it? What's the
Isn't it-
picture?
isn't it like
Levon's saying
lettuce?
it's a
Isn't-
hamburger. I thought it was a cake on a record player,
I thought
but I always see it as like a thumbnail
It is a
image.
cake. Yes, it's a cake.
Is it?
With well, it's covering above like a record with.
I need to
Yes,
see it again
yes,
because
yes.
my memory is it's like it made it look like it's making a cheeseburger with it, but I'll have to look again.
Could it be like
I haven't
misconstrued as a hamburger?
Well, no, it's like a cake, okay, and then there's like a tire, and then there's like another layer looks like a pancake.
See, that's
There's like
what-
a bunch of layers of different.
that's why I
shit, and
thought
then
it was
there's
like-
a real.
I thought it was like a
It's really
burger.
weird looking.
So
It almost looks like a hamburger, but it's an actual. It looks like a bike, like a motorcycle tire.
So what is it then? What actually is it? Are you saying that it looks like what Levon says it looks like a little bit?
It looks like a hamburger.
It sounds like a cake burger.
Okay, but is it on a record player?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's hovering above like a record player.
Yeah, it's really cheesy.
I know, but I
I
always
wish-
thought it made sense.
We'll have to do this. We didn't
Now it
prepare.
doesn't. Now
I'll tell
as
you
you guys
what.
are explaining it.
Next season, we're gonna call you again, and we're gonna do is we're each gonna pick our 5 worst album covers, and
I
we're
had
gonna.
never
5
considered
worst
that.
and 5 best.
Yeah, I like it. We'll have to do that next time.
And none of them can be Iron Maiden.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Well, they had some of the
Well,
best. That's
I'll
for
tell you-
I
sure.
know that makes it tough.
I
'cause,
honestly think-
hey, who wouldn't have an Iron Maiden record label on this?
I bought Iron
Well,
Maiden's.
whenever you know
record
the
cover.
artist of the band's album covers, that's whenever you know they have good artwork.
That's why
Yeah.
I got into Iron Maiden. Well, no, actually, I got a Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. I think had an Iron Maiden song in it. But I went out and I'm like, I'm gonna look for some Iron Maiden. So I went to a used CD store, and I saw that Somewhere in Time album cover. I'm like, holy shit, yes, I'm buying that. And that's why I got an Iron Maiden. That album cover was fucking great, and that's still my favorite album. But it might just be because it's the first one of them I got. But, all right. We do need to. There's actually still a lot of questions to ask. We do need to.
Dude, we still have like
Yeah.
at least an hour worth of like important stuff.
We could do a part 2.
Yeah, there's always
That's what- yeah.
there's always bonus shit. So, continuing, let's just jump right into some questions. And now, top of your head, favorite concert of all time.
Wow. Favorite concert of all time. Wow, that is so.
Woodstock.
That is so hard. This is really a funny thing that because I've been to a lot of shows, okay, and I got to be honest with you. My favorite concert was just last year, and it was the Iron Maiden concert.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It was a great
And-
show.
It was because it was my 10-year-old nephew's first concert.
Oh yeah.
And just to have him there and just digging Iron Maiden, like how I dug Iron Maiden. I mean, I was a little bit older than him when I first heard him, and not that much older, maybe like 14, 15, but still, for him to be that into the band at his age and seeing them as you know, his first concert, it's just like, it escalated it for me. And they were fantastic. And I just remember seeing them when I was younger. And, I mean, they put on an amazing show back then. And I think that was my 5th time seeing them. That was probably the best show that I ever seen them perform.
Yeah, it might be because
unbelievable.
maybe because Bruce had flamethrower arms.
He did have a flamethrower coat.
At any point, he hit a button and like a 5-6 foot flame shot out from under his arms.
Yeah.
I mean, that would you'd at least have no lack of enthusiasm for your shows.
Right.
I'll tell you what, your band better play good.
And they did.
Yeah, that's why they're so good. They screw up, Bruce can literally just
roast their hair off. Oh, you've been working on that mane for 30 years?
Yeah.
Well, sorry, my flamethrower is going to destroy that in 3 seconds.
I hope that's why he wore them. Like, you know what, guys? You guys are slipping. Freaking drummers. All right. Yeah, I'd have to... did we do our favorite
That is
concert?
dangerous. No, we just asked that question.
No, I meant for him, but like ours. Did we?
I don't remember us talking about favorite concerts.
I'm gonna try to. All right, I'll try to think of mine. That's up there. I know mine. Mine's the Roger Waters, Pink Floyd guy doing The Wall at Civic Arena. That was fucking great. That's pretty much all there is to it. Really nothing. I've had like better shows in my head, but it was The Wall. It was just cool.
Honestly, the first time I saw Weird Al Yankovic was my favorite concert. And honestly, his show's funny every time.
He would be,
and like,
he'd be a fun show.
I can't not say
but for your first
Weird Al Yankovic for my first concert. He puts on a good concert. If that's like any show, Weird Al Yankovic puts on a great concert. And for it to be your first show, that would be like seeing Kiss for your first show.
That's pretty crazy. I mean, I could just imagine how insane something like that would be. You know, I was never a huge fan of Weird Al, but I always appreciated what he did, and he was the best at it. You know what I mean?
I absolutely know what you mean.
His freaking hair and Hawaiian shirt.
I was a really big Weird Al Yankovic fan. Like, I loved Weird Al Yankovic. I wish I would be more embarrassed of it, but I'm just not, because the guy is talented. Weird Al Yankovic needs to be remembered how Mr. Rogers is remembered. Everyone, like, reveres Mr. Rogers as, like, you know, a saint, like a living saint. Weird Al Yankovic needs to be remembered like that, too. Weird Al Yankovic, he's a great guy.
All right, let's go to the next question. So let him laugh this off. After he laughs this off,
I really talked up Weird Al Yankovic there.
You might as well.
Oh yeah, we're not like on a soapbox.
No, he's not making any money off the show.
Yeah. Weird Al doesn't care. He was on Airplane. No, he was on Naked Gun. I'm sorry.
It'd be weird if he listened to this. Okay.
I do love
so
Weird Al Yankovic.
You might as well name them off. Let's hear your 5. First of all, are there even fucking desert islands? Is there like an island that's desert? Because if it was sand,
It'd have to be a really big island.
it would just be.
All right.
I think it would just be a deserted island. Maybe.
That's what I'm thinking. I think desert islands, like anything that would be a desert, would still have like palm trees and grass.
Well,
on
it might be a
shit.
desert some of the time. What's the rules for a desert? You have to spend like 3 months without water.
It's temperate too. You could have like Arctic desert, like an iceberg could be a desert island technically, but it's not an island.
Yeah, not every desert is cold, but some
Okay, sorry.
barren
I'm
land.
thinking it would be a deserted island.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be anybody on it.
We got tangentitis.
island.
We keep going on tangents.
A
I think it's a solid
deserted
question.
island is an island that's covered in like whipped cream.
Yeah. Okay. So let's hear them. Let's hear your 5 desert islands in whatever order you choose to.
Okay. Well, you know that I'm like probably one of the biggest Black Sabbath fans out there, so every single Black Sabbath album. No, I'm just kidding.
They made my list.
Black Sabbath, Paranoid.
Paranoid.
I couldn't live without that. I would have to listen to Electric Funeral.
I picked
at
Sabotage.
least, once a month. So
Yeah.
I'd have to have that song.
You can't
and
go
that
wrong
album
with.
is songs on that album. The next album would be Soundgarden, Bad Motorfinger.
They made mine. I picked Louder Than Love, but you know.
You know, that was a toss-up, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Louder Than Love, it was the first album that I actually ever heard from Soundgarden. But the reason why I chose Bad Motorfinger was because it has Jeep Scrape Pose on it, and that is probably one of my favorite.
It probably is the better album.
Soundgarden
Well,
songs.
it is. Yeah, and they're both. Yeah. I just wanted. We both had Soundgarden. We're 2 for 2. All right. We got.
The next one, I would have to choose Caius, Welcome to Sky Valley. That's just an album I can put up on any time, and just like the heaviness and the guitar tone just is like, it's funny, but it's soothing, you know, for me to hear that. And if I'm having a stressful day or something like that, boom, I'm just going to pop Caius, Welcome to Sky Valley, and then just listen to that and relax, you know. So that's definitely, you know, one that I would take with me if I was on a deserted island. The other one, probably number 4, would have to be, boy, these are all like toss-ups. I made a list of like 10 that I would like to take. I'm going to go with Fu Manchu, The Action Is Go. The songs on there are just,
Even though they
just crazy.
Even though they got you for your
songs, it's just insane.
Isn't that the band that made you take your song off your website?
What's it? Oh yeah, but you know what?
I know. I just had to say that again.
That didn't matter to me
no.
at all. It was just like there's just like one of those bands that I can listen to any of their songs and just.
They can murder their
really
kids. If they get Alex Lifeson playing on their album, they can do whatever they want.
Exactly. So, and here's the toss-up. There's a toss-up between four of them, and I am going to choose. I'm going to choose Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind, because it actually has some of my favorite like Iron Maiden songs on it. One is Revelations, and it's just the first time I heard Run to the Hills, it just blew my mind. I was like, what is this? You know? So, and for me to still be listening to those songs, you know, now, like, I mean, that one came out in, 1984, I think. I was like 15 or 16 years old. I'm 52 now, and I'm still listening to it. So, yeah, that would have to be.
I'm pretty sure I had Iron Maiden on my list too. I think I had Somewhere in Time, but that might have been my 6th. I can't remember. But if so, we each have 3 of the bands on our top 5, the same bands.
Yeah, and you figure like we're probably about 20 years age difference.
Yeah,
18, 20 years age difference, and
20 years younger than me.
Depends on when you grew up, what era of Iron Maiden you grew up with. You know, I mean, it's just amazing that we all have like similarities in musical taste. You know what I mean?
That is probably the math. There's less.
It has a lot to do with math, Reg.
Rock bands than what's popular bands, but yeah. Hey, shut up. Okay. On that, fuck you, Paul. So how about? Do you have any guilty? What would be give me 3 guilty pleasure bands?
Okay.
We all have.
I'm not going to explain these.
You don't have to.
No,
you don't have to. In fact,
I got
don't
6
explain them.
I got 6 guilty pleasure bands. Okay, and it's funny because like one is a general category, but the reason why I like these bands are because I guess it would break down to 3 because the one is a category which breaks down to probably at least 3 of them. So my first one is going to be 70s funk / soul. That is like a genre that like you wouldn't expect that I would love, but I absolutely love it. And like whenever I hear, say, like one of my guilty pleasures is like Jamiroquai. They like are a perfect blend of like
I forgot about that
like
video.
Stevie Wonder meets like an ultimate funk band. I just love them, and it's one of those bands that I dig since the very first time I heard them. Next would probably be like Fishbone. I don't know if you guys ever
I've heard
I know Fishbone,
but
can't say
they
I've
were
listened to
doing
it.
some pretty badass shit back in the 80s and 90s.
Speaking of
And
that.
they had that like rock slash funk blend before Red Hot Chili Peppers and
Yeah.
even to an extent Faith No More was doing it. I was listening to Fishbone before those bands. Another band, Guilty Pleasures, Lenny Kravitz. Just he blows me away, except for like his last album, totally sucked. But his first few records were just unbelievable. And the Beastie
You never
Boys.
get into that.
The
See, I get the
Beastie
Beastie
Boys.
That's not
I
a
don't
guilty
consider-
pleasure.
yeah,
That's just a
you're-
pleasure.
didn't.
Get out of here. That's not a guilty pleasure. You gotta go to number 6 then.
Okay, so you didn't think that you like the Beastie Boys?
Everybody does, yeah.
Beastie
Okay,
Boys
well,
are
then
cool.
That's not a guilty pleasure then. Okay,
No, that's just
I
a
don't know.
pleasure.
I don't know.
We'll go on to the
Are
next
Beastie
one.
Boys on your guilty pleasure? Like, I don't consider Beastie
I honestly
Boys a
don't
guilty
listen
pleasure.
to them, but I like them when I hear them.
I don't consider Beastie
Yeah.
Boys a guilty. That'd be saying like Led Zeppelin's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah. Well, see, I didn't like them until Paul's Boutique.
They are white rap kind of.
And they, you know what, they were white rap.
I'm just saying,
I
maybe
guess.
should make them a guilty pleasure.
But they actually were very, very good at like putting songs like together, mixing, and that's where their talent lied. Like, and it really showed on Paul's Boutique.
Yeah, I know that was
there
like a
were
mostly
over
mix album.
100. I think there was over 101
Yeah,
different like samples used.
yeah, it was
on
like it's still to
that
today
record.
like the most heavily sampled and mixed album. But it's
Yeah.
Even
And
I
it was-
listened
They
to it
always
before.
had like they played their own music and they played like
Yeah.
funky rap and it was cool. Like it was cool. And I don't consider like
Right, and they started out as a punk rock band.
Yep.
So they actually were musicians. They could play their music.
so go to the next one in the line then.
well, we don't have to keep naming them. How many guilty
No,
pleasures do we have?
He was gonna say 5.
Oh,
He was gonna
okay.
say 5 and
Okay.
we're
Okay.
discounting his
But I
4.
thought we said 6.
These last two will be like 4 and 5. And 4 would be Chris Isaac,
Okay.
which is interesting because it kind of sounds like a cross between Elvis Presley and Roy Orbison.
Yep.
And just is like it was one of the greatest shows that I've seen, and he's a very good performer, and I just love the way he sings, and the last one is Brian Setzer and the Stray Cats music. I just love that rockabilly sound, it's just great. Which and all those bands tie into a lot of other bands that I enjoy, like Reverend Horton Heat and stuff like that. So
Brian
Those are
Setzer
my
really
guilty
does
pleasures.
like if you're going to introduce someone to rockabilly, the first step is Brian Setzer.
oh, he tears it up, and he's such a great guitarist too. Like he was actually named, I think, one of the top 25 guitarists of all time.
It
You just listen to it, stop and watch him play.
I wouldn't put him on a top 25 set just because I wouldn't think about it. And then after I made my list, I would forget I forget how good he is because the music genre is just a little silly. Rockabilly is like surf rock. It's just kind of
That's right.
it's just a little silly. But they're and bluegrass. Okay, you're a good musician, but this music style is just kind of it's a little it's just a little silly. And
It seems like it's real simple or something,
Yeah.
But like whenever you watch him play his guitar, you're like, well, maybe it isn't that simple.
The show is amazing. The show for all of I've never seen a surf rock show, but a show for like a bluegrass show is awesome, and like a rockabilly show is awesome. But I just never consider it like hard music, even though it totally is. I just don't consider those like subgenres. Like, I don't know. I don't give them a fair shake. Is all it comes down to.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting because like the thing that's so great about listening to all different kinds of music and not just like listen to one style is that like you can listen to like Brian Setzer and watch Brian Setzer play, and it's simple, but but then when you watch him, it's insane. But then you go and watch a band like Tool, and you're like, oh my God, these guys are technical marvels, and they're just amazing. And watching Danny Carey play drums, and you're like, oh my God, how can somebody possibly have that much coordination to play that way, And they're two totally different sounds, sounding music types.
I barely have the coordination just to pee into the toilet. I
was trying to text while Brooke and I were taking a walk, and I fell up. I like stumbled up steps. That was today.
All right, I got 9, I think, questions here. Random. These are just random questions about nothing. So I give these to all of our guests. I'll just give it to you. Question number 1: Jell-O or pudding?
Oh, I hate Jell-O. I think pudding.
Jell-O.
Chocolate pudding.
Chocolate pudding. Well, that needs to
Chocolate.
How about
Okay. Let me like dive into this question a little bit. Would your second choice be vanilla or tapioca?
Oh, I hate tapioca. It's gross.
Wow.
I can't do it.
Okay.
My first would be vanilla.
Yeah.
I like vanilla.
My first would be
Vanilla
chocolate,
pudding?
chocolate, and then maybe butterscotch.
Nope.
No.
Butterscotch doesn't count. Chocolate, vanilla, tapioca. The
You
three
can't even
flavors
pick
of
butterscotch.
pudding.
Now
Ew.
And it can't be banana.
Now I want to make
Thank you,
chocolate
Paul.
pudding. Like I want to make.
I do, however, like butterscotch pudding.
Oh, Paul just ripped on butterscotch pudding.
Butterscotch.
I
No,
agreed.
No, it just doesn't count. If you're going to make a top 3, butterscotch is
Yeah.
allowed in. The 3 flavors of pudding are the trinity of pudding flavors are chocolate, vanilla, tapioca.
I'd put peanut
What
butter.
are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
replace.
what they are.
I'm gonna
How are you
replace
tell me like how are you gonna tell me
tapioca?
butterscotch is more prevalent than tapioca?
I'm gonna put peanut butter pudding in
no,
place
you
of
can't, dude.
tapioca.
That's insane. If you're gonna count, it's get out of here. Get out of here with that.
My
thought
bench
this was,
press is
I
insane.
thought this was America.
No, this is America. But if
I
you're gonna
wish.
tell me Hunt's Pudding Pack sells more butterscotch pudding than tapioca, I'm gonna tell you you're a nut.
Oh wait, no, time out. I want to choose because s'mores, even though it's different colors, s'mores is a flavor though, right?
But that's not a
No,
it's
s'mores
not
is
gonna
number one.
count.
It's
The top 3 pudding flavor. Okay,
This is a gavel
What are your-
hitting the-
What are your top?
the
3,
order has reached its verdict.
what are the top 3
s'mores
ice cream
pudding
flavors?
is number 1.
What do you think the top 3 ice cream flavors are? Because I'm gonna tell you mine.
I like raspberry sherbet. It's the best.
No, but the top 3 selling flavors in America. I'm not asking what your favorite flavor
It's gonna be
is.
chocolate, vanilla, and
What do you think it is, Brooke?
What's the question?
Top 3 ice cream flavors in America. Not your top 3. The top 3 most
Top
popular.
3 in America: chocolate,
Oh. Vanilla.
maybe cookie dough. People really like that, and people really like cookies and cream.
Oh my goodness.
That's
what
not
I-
that's not
See,
my top 3.
no,
but
that's
what I
why
hear, like,
those are
popular.
cookies and creams. Are
It's going to
bomb,
be
but-
chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry.
and that's why I figured Neapolitan though. That's why Ionis, and which is all 3.
Reg, what do you think they
But
are?
I think
And
Well, see, I
Ice cream.
thought you had a good one with the Neapolitan because it has like chocolate, vanilla, and
which I know
strawberry
that
and,
wouldn't be.
Yeah, but-
like it's all 3 together. So yeah,
I figure they
probably
sold
did.
more of that than
but
just
I don't
strawberry.
think that's
by
what's
itself.
selling. No way.
I get what you're.
I don't know where my tablet is. If I could.
All right.
Well, anyhow, the reason I asked this is because I'm still pretty sure the top 3 flavors of pudding in the United States are going to be, for some reason, tapioca is a ultra common pudding flavor, even though it's kind of like, why isn't tapioca in anything but pudding? You know,
Right.
it's a weird ingredient, like rice. tapioca is not much more different than rice is. But for
Well,
some
hey.
reason, rice pudding is like bizarre.
That ain't very
but tapioca
rice to
pudding
say.
is normal. And
That wasn't very rice of you.
what a tangent!
That was.
Did
All right.
I waste
I
10
like it.
minutes
Hey.
debating pudding?
Hey, have you ever watched?
That's question number 1. I have 9.
Oh, no!
There's 8 more questions to go.
Hey, don't you bring rice into
No.
this? What did she
Hey,
have to
Reg.
do on
Hey, here we go.
Beethoven?
Wait.
Oh,
I got it
Beethoven's
on
second
right.
race.
You ready? Here's the top 3 pudding flavors: chocolate, vanilla, and butterscotch.
Oh no! Ah! Are you kidding me?
Hey, Paul, guess what?
I figured
You blew it.
s'mores would be number 1.
Where's tapioca on the list?
Tapioca's not even on there.
Are you kidding me? Well, then why is tapioca such a common pudding? Ask Reg.
Yeah, let me
Leave on
ask
has to go
you-
get a beer.
let
so
me
he's
ask
gonna
you-
ask the question.
This is question number
and walk
2.
away for a second.
What do you fear? Give us something that you're afraid
Oh,
afraid of something.
that's a gross question.
What I'm afraid of.
Yep.
Where do you think
I'm
the
afraid
beers
of
are, Levon?
Getting stung by bees.
Are we asking like a serious question, or are we asking like spiders or
it-
snakes?
Yeah, because seriously, I hate like
That's a-
sitting outside because I worry about getting stung by bees.
Yeah, that's it.
Bees.
We're all afraid of something.
We're all afraid of something. That's Levon's like Levon hasn't been anywhere. I wish you could see what actually went on for that. Levon didn't
Yeah.
listen to you for a second.
No, I was-
He asked the question.
I just wanted to get a
spilled
beer.
plant, and then he came back and said, "Oh yeah, bees. Everybody's afraid of something." Next question.
All right. We do need to.
He didn't pay attention to anything you said.
Okay. Speaking of fear, this one's kind of another fear question. Who would you rather camp with for a weekend? A. O.J. Simpson. B. Roseanne Barr. Or C. Andy Dick.
Oh, let's see. I'm gonna go with oh jeez. I'm gonna go with OJ.
OJ?
Tell me the rest.
Yeah, why not?
Re-ask the
question so I
can hear it.
All right, last question. Well, fuck it. What was your favorite movie?
My favorite movie. Oh shit! I was never really a movie person. But I always had an affinity for some stupid comedies, and probably like my favorite comedy is Billy Madison.
Really, Billy Madison?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm counting that.
What does it for you?
That goes in the guilty pleasure file.
What makes?
I just loved like Adam Sandler, like in his early days. Just thought he was an idiot.
Back when he was funny.
Just loved that movie.
Hey, I like it.
All right, it's got the dad from the Christmas Story in it.
We don't know his actor name. We just know he's the dad.
No, I don't know his actor name.
I think, bro, we got a joke for you too. Paul's gonna read you a joke.
All right.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
I wash.
What? Couldn't hear you.
I think he
I
said,
know. It's so hard to say it. Like, this joke is so dumb. I wash.
Wash.
I wash you a happy Ramadan.
Why would
Oh my God.
who would ever guess that joke right?
If everybody
Oh
in
my
the
God,
jail
you
would.
If you,
Because a ton of people at jail, they celebrate Ramadan. And that's a thing.
does that get him free food?
Yeah.
Okay. I assume
Well,
like,
everything in jail is free, basically.
but I mean like more.
If
of
you're
it.
good enough at cards, anything in jail is free. Reg,
I can hold a microphone.
thanks so much. This was a great end to the season 1 of Podcastration.
Yeah, this is gonna
Thanks for having me. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
be. Alrighty.
All right, guys.
Bye-bye.
All right, good talking.
Oopie doopie. Oh, close it. Levon opened the fridge and he spilled a basil plant on the floor. Like a dope. How did he not know that I had a box of dirt above the fridge? They say that's the best place to grow plants is above your fridge because it's warm.
Right.
But they don't know Levon.
All right, continue.
I want to interrupt just for a second. Levon didn't
I
just
just
spill
I
a
don't
plant.
trust that dude.
Levon just didn't spill a plant on the floor. It's literally on every shelf and every door.
I tell
Every
you, the whole
door
thing-
shelf of my fridge, on food.
Why was there plants on top of the fridge
freaking
door?
everything. And guess who gets to clean it up?
You know what though? She's using a broom on it, and it's a vacuum job.
You know what?
I'm-
Doing your podcast.
I
There's a
will-
mess. So how about we get
It's
through
a
these,
total mess.
at least finish this up,
Leave
and then
on.
we can help clean up.
Why'd you have to do that?
I
Just pay attention to the plants above
So-
you. They're
I want to explain this. I went to get a beer. I opened the refrigerator door. I didn't like lift the refrigerator and tilt the fridge. I didn't pull on it. The top of the fridge stayed the same level it was. I opened the door and on
he shook the door
There-
violently.
the on top of the fridge has a flower vase, a bunch of bags of bread, a box of wine. So the fridge is full of stuff. So
It's a crate of wine.
a crate of
It's not a
wine.
box of wine because a box of wine means it has a plastic.
Is it
bag in
square? Is it like
Yeah.
wood nailed together? That's a box. It's
No,
a
but
box.
It's a crate.
A crate is a form of a box.
No, but but a box of wine is its own serving of wine. A crate of wine is a bunch of,
Yeah, I know.
bottles.
I forgot there. I did forget there's like you can buy boxes.
Yeah, well, it's not
bags
wine.
of
It's
wine.
not wine in a box. This is a crate of bottles of wine.
Anyway, so at some point between the first time I got a beer out of there and the second time I got a beer out of there was little pots of just seeds and soil on top of the
Basil.
fridge.
They're basil plants.
So it was obviously like on the fridge door. So the next person that opens it, which they knew it was there, they
When
might
you
have
close that
noticed,
egg
but
door,
I
eventually
have no
dirt's
idea.
gonna come
I
out.
simply opened the fridge and these things spilt. And I want to help clean it, but I got to get through this.
He doesn't want to help at all. Let it be known to
All
the
right.
podcasting community.
I'll do.
Levon's desire to help is minimal. There's dirt all through the fridge.
What was in there? What was the seeds?
Basil.
Basil.
That's what I was. I said it like 3 times.
I
Yeah, they're basil plants. I have Thai basil and like sweet basil. Now I have less.